Today we will study angles. Two rays with a common endpoint forms an angle. I have drawn here an angle ABC. BC and BA are the two rays which have a common endpoint at B. B forms the vertex of the angle and BC and BA form the arms of the angle. The angle can be named as angle ABC or angle CBA, or we can use a number to name the angle, that is angle 1. I can also name this angle as only angle B by a single letter. Now this representation is a 3-alphabet representation of an angle. Now the interior part of the angle is inside the two arms. A point M is in the interior of the angle. Now this part forms the exterior of the angle. N is a point on the exterior of the angle. P lies on the arm of the angle BC. So P is a point on the angle. Now the interior part and the two arms BA and BC form what is known as the angular region. Now an angle is measured in degrees. The symbol for degrees is written here, and the instrument used to measure an angle is a protractor. You can see the protractor. It is semicircular in shape. Often many children call it as a D. It has two scales, the outside scale which runs from 0 degrees to 180 degrees in the clockwise direction, and the inner scale which runs from 0 degrees to 180 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. The marks are there on the edge of the semicircle and it is divided into degrees. The smallest part on the protractor measures 1 degree. I have also drawn a model of the protractor and stuck it on the board. Before we come to this, let us see, I have a feather here. Now this feather I have joined at this point. Now this point I call as the vertex of the angle. I can move the arm slowly, and as I move the arm slowly, the angle between the arms goes on increasing, becomes bigger and bigger. And a stage is reached when the angle is equal to 360 degrees. That is when one of the arms completes one full rotation around the other arm. Now this 360 degrees is divided into smaller parts around the circle, and each part will measure a degree. The protractor shows only angles from 0 to 180 degrees, not beyond that, that is 270 and up to 360 degrees. Now the outside scale runs clockwise, the inside scale runs anti-clockwise, and we'll see how we use these scales. I can use a protractor to measure the angles. I will measure this angle and I will also measure this angle with a protractor. And I can also use the protractor to draw an angle equal to a given measure. That is, here I have drawn an angle equal to this measure and another angle equal to a measure of 40 degrees. Now let us take this. Now QR is the arm of the angle and Q is the vertex. This point of the protractor is placed at the point Q. And along QR we have this line of the protractor. Is it all right? Now just see. QP is along this direction and I have to measure the angle from here to here. That is, we always start from 0 to measure the angle. So here we will be using the inside scale, 0, and it goes up to 60 degrees. So here the line is going along the 60 degrees direction. So I say that this angle measure is 60 degrees. Now we have measured this angle and the arrowhead is there, which is in the anti-clockwise direction, showing that we have measured the angle with the help of the inner scale. Now let's come to the second angle. N is the vertex of the angle, so I place the point N here and the line NP along this, or say the arm of the angle NP along this. Now I place it here and read. I am reading angle PNM. Now this angle is this measure. Now we use the outer scale because I am measuring this angle. So 0, 30, 40, 50. So this angle is equal to 50 degrees. In this case, I have used the outer scale as the angle that I am measuring is clockwise here. The arrow shows that we are measuring it clockwise. We can also use a protractor to draw an angle equal to a given measure. To do this, first we draw a line with the help of a scale and we choose a point on the line. Now the point on the line will come here and we place the protractor so that the center of the protractor is on that point on the line. Now, what is the angle that I have to draw? I have to draw an angle of 120 degrees. So, I can put a point here because this is reading 120 degrees. Now, I have put a point here and I have measured the angle from 0 to 120 degrees. So, now what I do is remove the protractor, join this point with this point, and you will find that this angle is equal to 120 degrees clockwise as I have measured from the outside scale. The same angle can be drawn using the inside scale. I place it here, the protractor, and now see, here seeing the inner scale, 0, 30, 60, 90, 120. So I place a point P here and join the point E to the point F. Now here, this angle GFE is equal to 120 degrees. We'll draw another angle with the help of the protractor where we've already drawn a line ML and we place it protractor in such a way that the center point is at L. Now, just see how much does it read. Now, this angle, when we measure from the outer scale, it is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So this angle, I mark a point here, join it to the point L, then angle KLM is equal to 40 degrees. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel.